purpose because of the Brute Hoodwing lane. I feel like the lane is pretty hard for Ange, like you don't do much up here. I'm also not sure how this Snap Beast is gonna do because I feel like looking at Execration's draft, they're gonna win mid on Monkey and then he's gonna be able to invade stacks, right? But if you look at Mongolz heroes, if they don't do great in laning, I think the stacks are hard to protect, especially against this ET Hoodwing duo.
Yeah. Also, we
they don't have rotators basically.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm a bit worried about. We'll have to see how it goes here. Before we get into this game, I do want to sort of point out a small little thing that I noticed is quite interesting that, you know, Akashi being that new member in the team, they still kind of slam him on first pick. So basically, he's confident enough, like, pick me the Terrorblade, you know, I'm down to play it if it looks like a decent game. In comparison to Amku, who, of course, took that Gyro in the last pick. Do you think the Gyro is going to be able to stand his ground here into this lineup? As we might have to hold that thought. Okay, they are absolutely standing their ground. Akashi, he's going to take that sacrificial role a bit too literally, and first blood is drawn by the Mongolz. They weren't even looking for any action. They just find it delivered to them on a platter. 2 kills to start the game. That's perfect.
Yeah, that's pretty painful. Bob's kill is going to help him a lot in lane as well. It's not a favorable matchup, but if you get your boots earlier, it's honestly not too bad because Enchant Totem does secure you last hit. You just don't want to get Jingu'd up. Bit overzealous there, walking uphill with no information.
Yeah, that was crazy. I don't...
Alright, moving back to your topic. I think the Terrorblade was not intended for Akashi at the start. Like, it's just a flex pick for them, right? I know CML plays it, I know Shanks plays it, Tino loves Terrorblade, right? So I think they're just trying to make do with what they have. You know, this is our flex pick, we all play it, okay, TV.
Yeah, fair. We'll see how it goes here. And talk to me a bit more about that Gyrocopter. The Gyro into TB matchup. I mean, I can understand, you know, the Gyro's going to bring a nice bit of mixed damage into the high armor hero. Is there anything else that I'm missing here?
I think the whole purpose of this Gyro is number one is the lane. So you get to abuse the gate. You also have Shaker and Beast, right? Who are heroes that can play faster when they win their lane, but otherwise they're going to be on the back foot. And Gyro's a bit more of an active carry to kind of compensate for that, I think. So let's say Beast loses his lane and Gyro does well. Like, you still can move on the map, you know? Which I think is really important for Mongol's draft to come into play. Like, if you look at their heroes, they have Snap, Ange, Beast. They don't want these like slow games, you know. It's very like enable our cores and then it's go time.
Right. So am I right to say that Mongolz, they've set themselves up to try and smash as many of these lanes as possible? Are they in a good position to do so?
I like Execration's laning a bit more, but I think the 2 kills at the start are pretty significant.
Yeah. I feel like sometimes these first bloods, you know, they mean 1 or 2 items. It improves the lane for one of the players, but you know, as we see off screen, Akashi getting a kill onto Kishka in the top lane. That's just the early meta pop and probably running down that Snapfire.
Oh, just boar hunting.
Yeah. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. I know they're cute, but you just gotta beat them. If not, they're gonna start slowing you. It's this whole thing. It's not gonna be fun. CML, Stomp, lands it before the cookie comes out. Perhaps a bit mistimed from Kishka, not able to cancel it. Still gonna try and run down CML though, but early levels in the axes means that it's not enough damage. JG on the Beastmaster. I mean, this player for this team has just been such a standout for me. You got Chidori, you got Wonderboy in the previous iterations, and they were stable. They had their own little niche, but I found more often than not it was JG who was kind of putting on the carry hat for these games through the offlane.
Yeah, I think he made the role swap like about 2 years ago, and I feel like he's been doing really well. I'm pretty impressed with him so far. I feel like he's quite stable and he always has a game, you know. I feel like most SEA players that have switched to the offlane over the years, like they have their moments of brightness and then it just kind of dies down, you know. But JG has been pretty consistent. I like that a lot from him.
Damn, dude, just at Tino next time. Why you gotta drive by him like that? And both offlaners, of course, for those of you unfamiliar, I might have to hold that thought. Akashi, 9 stick charges. Didn't press any of them. Not that we would have really made a difference there, but yeah, talk about JG having a game. He's having a wonderful one.
You're doing really well up here. Maybe the Elder Titan not being as good as they thought it would. Obviously, during the downtime, they're having some problems killing the boars up here. Can't really run it down as well, double melee into the Snapfire, so I expect the lane to go a bit more free for Akashi, but looks like there will be a lot of contention from this.
I mean, honestly, Akashi, at least I feel like in a 50-50 setting, as we unfortunately don't get to see what goes on there, I think it must have just been the rundown again, because I don't really see anything else really helping in that regard to getting that kill. Is that the net from the little creep, perhaps?
Probably. I mean, I imagine if you get slowed off position, you're just kind of dead down here.
True. Yeah, I mean, lane's going very, very nicely so far for the Mongolz. I think they're getting just about everything they could ask for. Armku, that last pick, Gyrocopter, top of the CS presently. Bob, honestly, is doing pretty well in the mid lane CS-wise. It's not like he's being pressured out either. He's kind of securing a lot of these creeps thanks to the fissure and the aftershock, of course.
I think the early kill helping him a lot. I don't feel like this is like some super Monkey King sided matchup, but Lewis should be ahead in CS if the
Top lane, CML cut down again,
No,
and
hit the
even
pig,
with
Akashi.
the meta, they can't get the last touch onto
Akashi is
Kishka.
going down.
Akashi is gonna get slowed to a crawl. These wild boars, man, you need to poach them. You need to take them down. Beastmaster is gonna kill 2 in the top lane, and things are starting to run away early on from Execration here. Mongol strike back.
I hate that they didn't bring in the Hoodwink for that move. I feel like this second meta at 5 minutes is so important that your post 4 comes, because what's gonna happen now is that Castaway can get top with a creep. Kishka dies, oops. Okay,
Yeah.
hold up.
Well, I mean, JG doesn't have any mana to continue this chase onto CML, so overstepping a little bit there. But, you know, not too big of a deal. JG still having a wonderful game.
Yeah, looks like they won't choose to make a move. Okay, so in my head, once I see this Terrorblade die without meta, I'll be like, hey, Ensh,
It's go time.
come gate, and this TV
Get
is
his ass.
removed from the lane, right? He has to jungle.
Removed from the
and
lane.
then-
He might just be removed from the game for the next 20
Yeah,
minutes.
it's gonna be like jungling, right? While we take a
Yeah.
free tower, like who's gonna come defend the tower? ET? Sure, I have Ench creep with beast pigs, you know?
Oh, mid lane, CML caught again. Tries to make the rotation over to help out his mid laner, secure some of these action runes, but not fast enough. Now, Castaway, he's on the prowl as well, but Lewis and Shanks hunting him down. Bob will come over, snatch that shield rune, but it comes
nice
at the
block.
cost of his support. It's a very nice block
Here's
though,
a
and a
blood
blood grenade.
grenade.
Kept it handy, Bob! Double kill. I mean, dude, the Mongols, this early
Top lane
game,
now.
they've drafted for it, and Akashi, they brought the numbers, or at least they're bringing Kishka back here. Lewis got a TP top though, but the Monkey King able to punish.
Oh, nice.
Not too bad. Kishka looking to go down as well. Great rotation here from Lewis to capitalize on a rather rough situation. Still has one more spring should he need it. His Jinku stacks are running out though. Okay, finds it. Get the jump. Cookie out to safety. Boundless strike gets it done. Hey, look at that. What convenient
Wisdom
timing.
rune.
He's around the area for the Wisdom Rune. They need to bring help and they need
Oh,
to
he has
bring it
no
now.
purge.
Mongols.
Kasu has to be careful.
This early game that they've built up for themselves on Mongols, it could all slip away very quickly. CML snatches the Wisdom Rune. I don't think they're getting out of this one now that Bob is here, but still, a very good turn of events.
He has
Even
no echo,
Akashi's
this
here.
is
What
doable.
is this mess? Wait, they're still trying to fight and stand their ground here. Lewis, with the high levels in Jingu,
Time to
holding
turn
the
around.
ground, and all of them survive for now. Cookie forward, looking for Lewis, asunder onto the Beastmaster. And are you kidding me? Execration get out with daylight robbery there.
They're not done. Hold up, Lewis has a
They are.
level 3 boundless strike. Oh,
Oh my goodness.
That was so GG. CML getting bullied.
They see Mongol's early aggression and they match it with their own. Now, if CML goes down at the end of this, it's still a great situation. But everybody on Execration walks free.
Man, that was so nice for Lewis. Like the TP top, super heads up, just chases down, gets the Wisdom Rune Execration. I didn't catch who caught the bottom rune, but he is back. And we talked about this Monkey King earlier, punishing the immobility of Mongols, right? So Bob had no
Yeah.
Echo Slam there. Obviously, they just had no chasing power, no spells yet, Shanks. Has the stick
It
charges.
just kind of feels like a
What's this?
very nice answer in a way, right? Because you're seeing Mongols sort of start to wreak havoc across the map. But then the second Lewis on that Monkey King starts moving, just starts a domino effect. Gets kill after kill, brings so much attention, and most importantly, gives Tino and Akashi quite a lot of valuable space to farm. Now, they're looking to punish the Monkey King in this mid lane now. Double damage, or AD rune, sorry. Pressuring this tower. Surely you gotta bring the numbers here. Execration, mass TPs coming in. Nothing to follow up on, so just a defense here.
They don't have a real goal right now. They also need to be aware of this gyro tipping in to connect to these like mid lane fights. I think Amku definitely has the potential to come in and kind of clean house the start he has had. Pretty interesting skill build.
Yeah, I guess just the rocket barrage to try and gun down as many of those spiderlings as possible. Saw a bit of that in the early game.
Wait, but don't you want flag cannon to gun down spiderlings? Doesn't that make much more sense?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's gone for the afterburner talent, which, of course, you know, I feel like I see a lot of gyros go for those secondary strikes just because it's a lot more reliable damage.
I like it more as well this game. I feel like if I'm like thinking of how like Lu played in XG, like he just didn't have freeze for spell, like 044. I feel like this is the game for it, right? Like who's gonna hit your homing missile? Look at Execration too.
Yeah,
It's
true.
only TB or maybe Hoodwink, but what's that? Oh, top lane CML.
Yeah,
Can I
roll up here.
roar?
Another situation
Oh,
where he
he's-
is just gonna get punched down.
Chainmail?
Unfortunate. Shing, shing. There goes the axes. There goes another kill. So, despite those rough events, Mongolz, you know, they had a good early start. They did have that little sort of mess up here in the top lane. But as we hit the 10-minute mark here, it's still a pretty decent lead. JG going for the Aghanim's build. And it seems like, at least until 1 second ago, all three cores on the side of Mongolz at the top of the net worth. The only person who's kind of sort of breaking past that a little bit, as we can see, is the Terrorblade.
Yeah, it's a recovery game for Execration for sure. You gotta be careful about giving away these kills though. Is he gonna go down, Kishka?
Ishka trying to step in, maybe get a bounty, get a ward or something like that. Ends up, you know, just being a free D ward. Just wrong place, wrong time, it appears.
I like to see Mongols kind of use the gate a bit more. I feel like no one should be allowed to stand in this top lane, especially with catapult now, right? Like JG has a catapult in his lane, just an easy gate from gyro, and the tower probably will go down for free.
You know what's the weird thing? I'm gonna throw something by you, and this might be controversial because I am criticizing a little bit. But
I
you know,
love
you pick the
criticizing.
gyro. Yeah, you pick the gyro. This guy is a free game. I think I'm sort of leaning more into what you were saying, where if he has such a free game, why are you even getting rocket like just brother, just go the greediest build possible, flat cannon stats. Like a one homing missile maybe. If he doesn't want to participate, then you know you should tech for it. But the way that he's skill building makes it seem like he wants to fight, but he hasn't actually joined any of these engagements for the past 10 minutes.
Yeah, I feel it's not realistic to wanna run into the like Wukong ET meta kind of heroes. That's why I'm not like a huge fan of the skill build. I also think if he wants to like build more of a carry, it's definitely a Mjolnir game, right? Because you're playing against Terrorblade, which is basically one magic damage, right, against TB, and Mjolnir Eggs is the goat of magic damage on gyro.
True, true. Yeah, I mean, I still think that this Gyro's having a splendid game for sure, but it just feels like, you know, if you had a bit more firepower in some of these engagements, it wouldn't necessarily go so easily to Execration. Lewis still feeling like he has the momentum of the game in his palms here.
Wait, hold on. They
can be the one to
there,
make things
there
happen.
is a smoke from Execration, but Bob has his dagger now. Is he gonna show though? Bob.
Yeah, he
That's,
shows
that's
on
not
way.
a nice dagger, really. Greedy Bobby.
Greedy Bobby wants the tower. Greedy Bobby might be dead. They're winding up the sharpshooter. Castaway will just body for it like the good support that he is. Echo Stomp off the mark. Nice sidestep from everybody, and Mongolz get away for free.
TP from JG too, just to make sure nothing happens. But if you think about it, like, look at Execration heroes. Who can actually walk up to hit the Earthshaker at this stage of the game? You can't just die right on any of your cores.
Yeah, imagine you like walk up and Tito's Vitalings are here. Bam! Echo Slam. He's
Oh, volley.
deceased on the spot.
Oh, nice echo.
Speaking.
That's the
speaking of
real
deceased on the
value.
spot. I literally just I jinxed him a little bit. I didn't even know
I need
what
the
was
fight.
happening.
I need the fight recap for that. How much gold did he get?
Okay.
Does it not show
that's a decent
spider?
amount.
Because he definitely echoed some spiderlings there.
And maybe just not enough, right? These guys are like, what, 9 gold apiece? Maybe he didn't have a full army or something like that.
That's fair. Mongol's in a very good spot. JG did get the tower top, so no real moves being made from Execration yet. We saw the bit of chaos early on top lane, but Lewis might. It's so hard to dive into these heroes though.
Yeah, so I was gonna ask, what's the deal here, right? Because we were talking about this Monkey King being active, yeah, that whole nice rotation to the top lane caused a lot of chaos. Can he not do that anymore? I mean, I understand that running into the Echo Slam is tough, as Kishka getting a kill onto Shanks in the mid lane there with the help of Bob. Yeah, it seems like the flow of the game is not in Execration's control. They can't... I thought Lewis was the one dictating it, but it seems like Mongolz are the ones sort of all over it instead.
I think the whole brunt of it was because of them losing both side lanes. So I feel like what Execration should have done is they should have brought Shanks to the top lane earlier. Just leave Tino on an island, and at least they have one lane to play around, you know. You play around this safe lane, you have ET Hoodwink TB is kind of strong, and Monkey like really can just hop over any time, right? That's where you want the pressure point, you get to invade jungle, hold up.
Bit of a dive now into Kishka. It's the only
spiders.
one here. I mean, they know that the Echo Slam was used in the bot lane, so now they'll try and bring Tino over, pressure the tower. They have a bit of time until it's up.
That felt like pretty long ago.
Yeah,
20 seconds. Okay, that's time.
Yeah.
Gyro will come in, but a bit late, Amku. I also don't know if you want to be here right now.
Oh, this is a nice setup. The Wukong's forcing Armku away. Like you said, the Gyro not at the power level where he can stand in that ultimate just yet. They'll get a tower, get both supports, and Dipsky do on out of there.
Yeah, let's get some farm for it, transition into the triangle. JG almost done with his Aghanim, so not too sad about the TP in. But that is something for Execration now. Tino coming online, making a move. Meanwhile, Amku, 14-minute Aghanim Scepter.
That's a nice timing.
I'm curious to see what route he chooses to go down for. Like, do you go fighter?
Yeah.
Do you go farmer? Maelstrom, BKB?
What would you like from him? What do you think is the best kind of build here? Because he already sort of went a bit differently from what you were wanting, which is the sort of Maelstrom Mjolnir build. What do you want from him now?
I think if you don't go that build, you need Butterfly this game for sure. There's so much physical damage. SNY is a popular item, but I don't know if you want SNY against their heroes. Some like BKB Butterfly,
resisting, right?
Daedalus Satanic, probably. He is the front line. He needs the Satanic at some point. Unless you can't fight in the Wukong. Still a fan of the Mjolnir though, not gonna lie. It's not too late, Amku.
Looking at a BKB first, so probably wanting to get involved, maybe comfortably get an Aegis for JG. Speaking of Aegis, he's already at the Roach Pit. Aghanim's picked up, heading on over there. The timing for Mongolz, like you mentioned, very, very fast. They're just heating things up. But what about Execration though? We have a Manta on Nakashi, a Tino with the Echo Saber, Lewis with the Maelstrom. It's feeling a lot slower. What are they waiting for?
I think they just had a bad early game with Shanks. CML dodges the gank, top lane. I think they're just okay trading right now. They feel like at maybe 30 minutes into the game, they'll be in a much better spot. These first items on these heroes, not the best timings against what Mongolz had. In fact, Mongolz are just kind of outright stronger right now. So we see a lot more trading, especially because this Brute went for Echo, right? So he has no like real fighting power. He needs...
Bit of a fight in the top lane. They found Lewis. The Monkey King can't escape. Very nice catch there. The tips come through as well. Don't know what that's about. But Kishka, here for some vengeance. A nice roar. There was a bit of a cheeky deny in the bot lane as well. Akashi was there with some illusions pushing the tower, but Castaway able to get the last hit on that tower. So all around the map, Mongolz getting major wins.
Yeah, I think they were hoping to capitalize on the TP's bottom, but just a very nice ward from Mongolz there. Oh, Shanks might be in trouble.
Oh dear, Shanks. Wrong neck of the woods. These trees aren't yours anymore. Kishka continuing to play in this area since what feels like 5-10 minutes ago. He's been punished for it a few times, but now that his team is here to back him up.
Do they have two Solar Crests?
Everybody's easy pickings.
Mongolz? Am I capping? Can we get a support check?
You know, you are not capping. They are in fact building towards the two Solar Crests. I guess it really makes sense because you're talking about Execration with only physical damage, basically.
I guess you can kind of drop it onto other people. It's not so bad. And I think Meg is... I guess Meg would have been cool. I expected Kishka could go for Meg, but I don't hate this double Solar, honestly.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you pop one on JG, pop one on Omku. They're both firing non-stop, you know what I mean? It'll be fun.
You take the TB illusion and you solar crest it. That's the strat.
Yeah, that's what this entire lineup was meant to do. They just pick the Ench, get Solar Crest, they steal the TB illusion. That's the TB counter. Write it down, folks.
Yeah, they did see
3 for 3
TB to
giving
pick
you,
edge.
Yeah,
That's literally
exactly.
all they saw. It's the purpose.
Oh, I heard a roar. What's going on here? Another catch onto CML. Believe that was the blink.
Let
Very
Tino
easy
being
catch.
so annoying. Just StarCraft 2ing these spiders out. Ball lane, TB
And the
is coming
question
in.
is the StarCraft 2-wing enough? Like, is being annoying actually gonna get you anywhere in this game? For now, it's a 5k gold lead. A very solid lead for the side of Mongolz, and they're showing no signs of slowing down. Looks like they're heading towards these tier 2 towers in short order.
We might see something in the ball lane here. Amku has no Aegis. Alright, we'll connect to his team. Okay, I don't like that this Gyro is playing with his team. I feel like this is farm time. And I feel like Mongolz can actually 4v5 because Beast has Aegis. So I think he should be in the triangle.
Arming up a storm.
Yeah, I think he just needs to hit this 2-3 item timing to take over when the Aegis ends. Because his team doesn't need him right now.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know whether it's like a team decision or what, but it just kind of feels like right now this Gyro's a little conflicted. You know what I mean? Of course, we're not like 13, 14, whatever thousand MMR he's at. We wouldn't know. But, you know, from the start, there's been a bit of a disparity between his item build and his skill build and the way that he's playing. Right now, when he's sort of grouping up with the team, it makes sense that he's going for the BKB, but I think I agree with you. I think Execration, they're in full dodge mode right now. And yeah, I mean, they're doing a damn good job. They haven't even seen any Mongols in a hot minute, and they're just skittering and scurrying around the map.
Yeah, I feel like Mongolz
Buying
either
time.
need to force top a bit more or they need to make this like smoke wrap here. So I think the most normal move is you smoke top behind the tier 2 and then you go gate, right? So you come from behind. Because Execration doesn't really have fighting power right now. Another way is like you push out mid and then you smoke top or you just dive mid outright. Because they do have the power to kind of beat down towers right now, Tino.
Oh, TPing in on Bob. They found Tino. That's a much bigger kill than Shanks if they can flush out this spider from the webs. Instant echo and the raw. 2 ults committed. That is a very important kill. Stop that spider army from cutting your waves. Maybe now they can start the push.
They also see Akashi TP up here, so Execration already trading a map. Like you see, they're already reaching the tier 1. And I think Execration's been doing a real good job at this so far. I want to see Mongol set up a bit more lane wards. If you notice on the map, there's nothing to really help them predict the movements that are coming from Execration.
Yeah. I mean, realistically speaking, it's not like Execration are doing anything like that you've never seen before, right? It's not rocket science. They are simply baiting out one hero. The second they see any presence on one side of the map, instant rotations over to the other. They have just split this map down right down the middle and forcing Mongolz to waste their Aegis time chasing them around.
Hold on, Tormentor time. Will we finally see a fight here? GG's setting up.
Wait, they know,
though.
JG. He can't blink in though because of the Tormentor. Sunder out.
Oh,
Akashi
Akashi's-
in a little
no,
bit of
the
trouble.
wrong rocket.
Execration
No
are in a
way.
very awkward position,
my
but
God.
nice dodge and bait there. The rocket flying south. Aumku picks the wrong target, and he's not able to stop the TB from just blatantly TPing out of their face.
Oh, that was pretty huge, man. I think that was a big mistake from Amku. The Akashi kill would have been meant so much to them. Because
Did he like misclick or something? Like
I
what
would
happened?
have to think so, right? Because there was one TB running away and 2 TBs standing there.
Yeah, I thought it must have been because I saw the tail end of that happening. I thought it must have been a bit of a nice illusion bait play or something, but it didn't really seem like Akashi was pulling out any magic tricks. He just walked away, and Aumku just
I
did a little
am
fat
the
finger.
magic.
Unfortunate. He is the magic. That's true.
BKB done for Akashi and almost one on the Broodmother now too. So I don't think they are fight ready by any means, but it does say that at least if you try to go high ground, we can try to take a fight. I think Execration are 1 or 2 items away of being like very comfortable in this game.
Okay, so what are those 1 or 2 items? Because I'm looking at these other calls, they're all queuing up the BKBs, which feel a bit more defensive to me than we are ready to fight and actually kill you.
I think Brood wants... Man, does Brood want anything? I guess Harpoon or SNY is probably the go-to because of the Shaker and Beast you want the control. TB probably wants Skadi or just Barfly Daedalus. Any third item is nice for him.
Oh, Fat Echo. They found Akashi anyway. And TP out and trick Amku, but you're not gonna get the better of Bob. He's been on point with these Echo Slams this game. Fat kill for them to grab.
Plus Aura versus Execration. King Bob.
Real. Oh, you know, he maybe prior to this, Bob was having a rough time facing up against Akashi when he was on talent. Now that he has the
BKB
Execration
dies.
tag. Oh, wait, was that BKB in the Broodmother Korea?
Yeah, I don't know how big a deal it is, but it is really annoying. That's for
2
sure.
minutes, man. That's kind of significant. I mean,
They
that's
see,
gonna pave the way.
they see
I don't
Lewis.
know if they can go high ground though on Mongolz.
They are Lewis, Bob, or Shakers beside. Oh, he gets the TP out in the trees. No, he did go down. Okay, they got him.
Yeah, I mean, another catch. Lewis getting found again. Bob just all over them. Kishka, he's in this triangle alone though. The rest of the team is trying to wrap
team
around.
is
They are
very
trying to
nearby.
take advantage of the split team and they'll find a support at the very least. With Akashi TPing in though, they no longer feel comfortable. No Echo Slam, no Raw. So they'll just vacate this area on the Mongolz here.
This whole game, next rush means everything for Execration, I think.
This is the most annoying ass gameplay I've seen from Execration in a hot minute. Like, I feel like Mongolz should be at the tier 3s by now, but they're just being dragged around the map on a leash like dogs, and it's so annoying because yes, you're getting some of these high value kills, but you're not really furthering your chances of winning the game, it feels like.
Okay, I think the way Dota works right now, I think Mongols are handling or started handling the situation very well once they had the wards. So you want to control your part of the map, and the wards are the no entry line, no entry zone. So you see opponent on ward, you TP. If you don't see them, you don't TP. I think that's like the general consensus, and we've seen how it worked, right? The TP died, the monkey died, and suddenly Mongols are 11k ahead. And his kills on cores are, if you look at the net worth now, Akashi was kind of at the top, but it's just gonna drag. Every time you die, it drags. Because this TB death makes your map smaller as well, you know? Less illusions pushing out. Same with Tino. Every death counts, and I feel like it's not easy to go high ground, right? Against this Elder Titan spam. They also don't have like some troll shadow shaman that just like hits towers, so I like the way Mongolz is kind of approaching everything right now. They just need a second.
So what you're saying is, even though it looks and feels frustrating from the Mongol side, they still are making the correct steps to further themselves in this game. They still are kind of furthering this lead.
I think it'll be more frustrating if no one's dying on Execration and you always have to go back, but I think they're in a pretty comfortable spot right now. Like this Brute and Monkey cannot actually fight the Gyro. Not for the next 2 items, not for his Roche fight. I don't think this Skadi on Akashi is gonna change very much as well. They lack damage on Execration.
Oh, a bit of a catch onto Kishka again, getting found, but Bob with the solo Echo Slam, he just doesn't care. You know, it's gonna turn around, fat lifesteal, but it's not gonna do much into JG. Comes up, cleans up, cuts down the spider, and is looking for more now. CML on the run along with Shanks and Akashi. Still they're still kind of sticking around a little bit. They have a lot of information thanks to these TB illusions. But yeah, Execration will just dip on out of there. Yeah, this is... I mean, it's hard to feel like Execration really have any options. They just kind of need to hope that Mongols are sort of making incorrect map movements and taking things slow. Because now Roche is up. I don't know what's stopping Mongols from just going into the pit and getting a second Aegis.
Yeah, I like to see Mongols just get a gem here. Oh, Bob. Does he know? I think he kind of knows. They did spot Lewis on a ward, possibly, but hanging around, just pushing in the lane, getting Roche control. Now, Execration, they have their 3 BKBs. And they know Echo Slam and Roar is down for a little while more, so they will try to take a fight here, but I am actually not sure if they have the damage to kill anyone unless Wukong gets dropped on top.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be a perfect Wukong's
Oh
command,
my God,
but if
if they're in the
everybody
pit.
steps into the pit, that's gonna be a really good setup. Big wraparound Lewis.
Career, does he spot?
His smoke is gonna pop. I don't think the courier spotted him. They're gonna try and cut him down. Surely now, through the trees, they can see this monkey. They don't cut him down in time. It's a great setup of the Wukongs, but is it gonna be enough damage? Amku getting whacked down by the 3 cores, and they will take down the gyrocopter. Mongols, they lose their carry, and Execration, one fell swoop. You just needed everyone to be in the pit, and the Mongols oblige them straight in a line. and 3 members of Mongolz down. There wasn't an Echo Slam available in that situation, and there still isn't. Bob, he's busy dealing with the spiders. Execration, they're in the pit.
That's I guess gone. I think you have to accept it and go push waves right now. Snap is out in 10 seconds. I don't think he can get to the fight though. Ooh, GG still hanging around. How's the BKB?
I know that's ages gone,
Bob
but
has
surely you don't want to
Echo.
give it up so easy. Echoes back up onto both supports, but Shanks into the tree line. He'll be fine. Bomb forced to pop the BKB, run to the right.
They're
Still,
stalling.
the team can just hit back in. 20 more seconds until the gyro comes back up. Looks like with those ultimates used, you can't contest anymore. This is legit the Aegis going into the hands of Akashi, and what a turnaround from Execration.
That was just really a very lazy fight from Mongolz, I want to say. I feel like there was only one way Execration could take that fight. It was literally them getting Wukong, getting sniped from the high ground. I feel like they could have just been a bit more patient, you know, push out the waves or wait for spells at least.
So the thing is, the courier flying over the Monkey King, I don't think that gave them vision.
I think they
But
saw
they
it because
saw.
the beast threw the axes right straight away after.
Yeah, they caught a glimpse because he was jumping through the trees in that moment with the courier, and they threw the axes, but then they just kind of were like, yeah, you know what, it'll be fine. Surely he won't Wukong's us. That's the only thing he'll
Surely.
do. Execration. Yeah, surely the rest of the team isn't here that the Monkey King is blatantly jumping into the pit.
This little, speaking of blatant,
No,
Bryn Mother is
okay, well.
blatantly dead.
that's true. That's true. These are factual statements. Now, even with that Aegis grab, it really feels more like a denial Aegis from Execration than anything, right? Like Mongolz, will they just kind of have to wait for the next Roche?
Okay, I think that due to this gyrocopter's choice of items, that the game is going to become very hard for Mongolz at some point. Either that or he needs to ramp up his farm right now, because his item build says, I'm not gonna carry you. You know? I think once he
So
hits
what is
this...
his item build saying? I can't hear it. I don't understand Thai.
Right, I feel like this Hurricane Pike is a jabit. I think
Yeah,
because
well,
of how
Kishka.
far ahead he is. I'm sorry, Kishka is
Damn,
just kind
okay.
of
all good. Kishka.
dead.
It's just it's the every 2-minute Kishka kill in the dire
Part of
in
the
the
plan.
dire right side of the map. Yeah, it's a contractually agreed. But yeah, you were saying the gyro. What does this build tell you?
It's just a I'm not gonna carry you build, you know, which I think is not. It's not good with the way the game was going for them. They are 10k ahead. This Gyro's super farmed, but if this Gyro's plan is to run away from the TB, right? It's what it looks like to me. Run away from the Wukong. But I feel like he could be strong enough to just Aegis and fight, yeah. With
Yeah,
all his Solar
yeah, I see what you're
Crest, this
saying.
Beast Aura, everything behind you, you know. I think you should clean house. Because I think with his iron build right now, he's not gonna clear the fight.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, he's trying to shape up into that picture. And honestly, I think Mongolz, like you were saying, were doing a pretty good job in terms of ticking all the boxes, clearing the map, you know, getting some of these kills. But just because of that slightly sloppy Roche fight,
Oh, hold on.
suddenly all of it feels like it's just erased, right? Yes, they still have a 9k
They
gold
might
lead,
run
but the
into
game
Tino
feels
here, Mike. Hold up.
very even. Uh-oh. You know, again, the Spider, first point of contact, pops the BKB, tries to lifesteal back, but can't lifesteal enough with 5 enemy heroes punching into him.
That's a bad
Wukong Saman
Wukong.
being set up, but Bob, that is not a good Wukong's, like you said, and they can just reset and come back in once the ultimate is
Execration, they
over.
have to
They
be
are kiting
careful.
around. Execration, this is not really a good sign. Akashi caught in a bad way in the front lines. Is this
Akashi.
really the hero you want to dangle? He has a second life in a BKB still, but he might just lose it quick if he's not careful. Nice storm from CML though, holding 3 of them asleep. But Akashi, question is whether he can
CML's
get out of this
dying
one.
for his boy. Look at that.
Yeah.
All the way to the left. Well, Bob gets Akashi though. He still has Echo
Yeah,
too.
Akashi, he needs to be careful. Even with the CML sacrifice, the rest of Mongolz can still collapse, but they will just play it chill. That series of events, I mean, the second you lose that Brood Mother, you gotta dip. There was an ambitious Wukong's to say the least.
I think if you fight in Wukong's, like actually if the Wukong's is good, like it doesn't matter if the Brood is not there, but the Wukong's there was just too easy to disengage from, and Execration don't really have chasing power. They need to get the kills with their first spells. The Earth Splitter, the Sharpshooter, the Wukong, it has to kill 1 or 2 heroes. Otherwise the fight's just getting kited. Mongols, we see like Bob, the power of just having eggs, right, it just goes out against these like no stuns.
Bob's looking amazing on this Earthshaker. His net worth hasn't really kept up, but comparatively to his other two cores who are, you know, focused fully on farming.
Look at
it's
this.
Kind of been the
Look at his Bob score. 605.
Yeah, well-
You think he'll be 605 if he wasn't playing against Execration?
No, don't say that. Bob's a great player. Didn't you see his performance in Myth Avenue? Yo, I'll have you know they recently won a LAN, okay?
I was there. What do you mean?
Yeah, same. But
That's
yeah,
'cause
he
he's
was
the
great.
GOAT.
Oh, Echo Slam into Akashi. Another catch. Bob versus Execration. It's just a spectacle you gotta be here for.
And Bob friendly. Old Bob I know would have tipped Akashi there instead. Oh, okay.
He's a changed man. He's a changed man.
Execration. Trying to hold the heal. I don't know if they can though. Let's see. Okay, what's gonna happen if you Wukong? Alright, Bob's just gonna walk out. And for
Yeah, they
stuff
boundless strike the Kishka Snapfire, but that amounts to nothing. Now JG on your back line, he has to run though. It's a lot of physical damage that he just can't sustain into. Here comes the save from Bob,
Oh
trying to
my
slam
God,
down, gets a
spank.
catch on the back line. Shags.
One
Bob is just dancing on them, dunk left, right, and center. Wicked sick on this Earthshaker. You talk about the gyro build being one that says, I'm not gonna carry you. It doesn't matter if the Earthshaker's gonna have this amazing of a performance.
It's just the two cores, right? Which is, I guess, it's been the story of this team. Their offlane is kind of the guy who wins the games. I think the mid, especially with this Bob coming in, I think Wonder Boy was doing a good job at it too. Like they have the concept of tri-scaling cores, so maybe they do want this Diracho kind of carry, right, to play around. It's a bit more aggressive, a
true.
bit more active. But I feel like Chidori was that, which is why the change to me is like very. It's just a lot of question marks in my head.
Well, it might not be over just yet. Execration still have a chance here. No Wukong's command means that they're not too keen on running down to the low ground to challenge Mongolz. They will just defend their second set of racks for now. It's an 18k gold lead, and the game feels like it was a bit of a painful climb uphill for Mongolz to make it to that point where they could break things open. But now, they're very, very, very much in control. It doesn't feel like Execration can fight into them unless Mongolz give them another amazing Wukong's command opportunity.
I feel like that's just been Execration's story so far, right? We hit Wukong, we win fight. We don't hit Wukong, we lose fight. And it's due to the tricore that they have. Just the lack of stuns, the early game laning phase kind of snowballing into this. They got discipline from Mongolz to not get kind of baited around the map too much by their split push. And now they're just hitting their timing. These double refreshers that are going to come out for Beast and Earthshaker are giga strong, especially against these three cores that want to hit you. We also see how fast Bob kind of kills supports.
Yeah. And at a moment like this where we have a bit of time, Adam, I just want to, unfortunately, bring everyone's attention to the Broodmother score right now. It goes back to what we were talking about at the very start of this matchup. I feel like I know deep in my heart Tino's pretty good. Tino's a solid player. You're talking about international level players complimenting him about being one of the goated offlaners, but this Broodmother just has had a silenced performance. I feel like I haven't felt any impact other than those annoying Broodmother spider movements.
I agree. I think we should not second pick Broodmother.
Yeah.
The
Big
battle
fight
gonna
might just
happen.
happen.
It's
Akashi getting spotted out. They'll just jump. That is not the target. You can afford to give up, and they won't be able to save him there. The carry goes down.
can they get a
and
bomb?
without your new recruit, can you do enough? Bob? Forced to Echo Slam still will go down though. It's a decent trade for now, but now with the Broodmother going down, it's only Lewis on the last remnants of his HP. That was never gonna go
my
well, losing your
God.
Terrorblade to start, and I mean, without a buyback on the Terrorblade, I think they can clean up the rest of the racks.
Yeah, there was a double damage Umku too. The gyro just, I kind of flamed his item build, but I guess double damage solves every problem in Dota 2. No damage, haha, JK baby, blue I am. Daedalus complete now too, and that kind of looks like the game for...
Yeah, I think this was the outcome that we thought was gonna happen, especially since Mongolz had such a stellar early game. They played tight, they played clean. Execration were annoying, but the question is annoying enough? And the answer is no. All the racks are going down. Execration, they still have 20 seconds before their TB comes up, and it's very easy for Mongolz to just play the safe route, right? Go back into Roche if it respawns in a short duration of time. We'll find out how long that's going to be. Just 1 minute. Get the Aegis, end the game cleanly. No more mistakes, no more messing around.
Lewis wants to set up here. There are TPs coming in, so we might see a desperation play from Execration. The wraparound.
Ooh.
They've definitely done this on the whiteboard before. Tino, oh no.
Oh, but Tino, first breakout onto Amku. He's in a bit of trouble there. They get the gyro.
Oh my god. Do you know why he died?
Why did he die
Because
there?
he used Hurricane Pike to farm.
Oh my goodness.
No,
To be honest, I don't know whether it would have made a difference. And now the rest of Mongolz in a little bit of trouble. So much for playing clean, so much for playing tight. Carry goes down, and there's
taking
not
no
an easy way
damage.
for him to reconnect. But Tino getting collapsed upon the Brute Mother down again. Has a buyback now. They commit a Wukong's onto a solo
He is
edge
not
who
going
just
down.
is able to cookie out. Now Bob is going to clean up on Shanks on the sidelines. Double kill for this Shaker. The buyback on Mass now. Execration, no, they need to win this fight. But JG is in onto Akashi. The BKB's running out and in comes the Raw. Damage raining in from the skies from both supports. Fully focusing down
Bob
the
is
Terrorblade. But
cooking.
JG is able to fight through it. Bob is going to crush all of them with an ultra kill and look for more. Give it to him, baby. He wants a rampage up against his former team, and he gets it. All 5 players clocked out by Bob. And what a performance on this Earthshaker. You talked about the vengeance buff. Bob has absolutely got it. Mongolz take this game number 1 up against Execration.
Favor Execration a bit more. I think they fixed their draft a bit. I just like to see them prioritize shutting down JG here and Bob. Just play the leave your Bristle on his own. They don't really have heroes that can chase down Bristleback when he starts cutting waves, doing shenanigans, and play to your safe lane, play to Akashi, help Lewis get every rune, and I think the game's gonna be pretty straightforward for them.
Yeah, help the new guy out, right? I mean, last game, you kind of gave him a Terrorblade. Couldn't really do much on the Terrorblade. Draft limitations, what can you do? This game, though, Execration have a chance to punch right back. Now, for everyone watching, we still are in the first round of the upper bracket, which means that either one of these teams lose, they don't lose their chance at the slot for Raleigh just yet. They have a second life in the lower bracket, but of course, if you start out that way, it's not going to feel very good. Now, Execration, this draft, it looks a lot more solid, especially with that last pick, LC, that, you know, I personally like playing LC a lot, but it really always has felt more like a solo queue ranked match hero than a hero that really works well in terms of these professional games.
I think this is like the one scenario where you see Bristleback Rider. I really think other than that, unless you're ace and you know how to make this hero work, because I think for gaming they have like really strong lanes, so they pick it with purpose and they kind of abuse the shield in the lane. I think ace is like super good at that, but I'd say it's a very niche hero for sure.
Yeah, if your name ain't Ace, you can't pick it. Well, we'll see whether we can add JG to that list after this game. Quick look at the lanes here. You mentioned that Execration have geared themselves up for some pretty solid lanes. Is that a concern for Mongolz at all, or you think they'll be fine?
I think they'll be okay. I'm just worried about this Legion, honestly. I think other than that, everything will be quite alright. Pango is slightly favored against the puck. Kashi gonna get melted here, but ooh, that's a lot of damage.
Is this man dead? Okay, well, he'll be able to slice away.
Did he not have a grenade on CML?
Yes.
He does.
He just didn't. Yeah, he just didn't want to use it.
I
I
feel
guess.
like they could have got the second melt off and probably killed him.
Maybe it's just more beneficial for them to keep him low, right? It's a bit of an awkward
For
situation.
first
You
blood?
can't help
No,
JG
no way,
contest.
no way.
Oh, you think that it was always going to be worth it to get that kill?
Yeah, if your TA gets first blood and has boots, like every melt hit is guaranteed. You know, that's so strong.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, missed out on a bit of an opportunity. Maybe were just a bit too scared of the Legion commander coming in and getting a trade kill. Should be pretty all quiet. I mean, CML's main job this lane is just to make sure Akashi hits as many creeps as goddamn possible.
Oh, nice melt. And hitting creeps, he will be doing 7 and 1. Pretty much free farm.
Lovely, lovely.
One creep down.
Am I right to say that you might get to a point in the game if the LC has a decent laning stage that if you duel and blade mail the Bristle or, you know, even the TA just literally kills herself over and over?
Yes.
It's like,
TS,
that's kind of my main fear, right? Like,
I mean, TA has refraction and it's not a hero that kind of pours out high speed damage, right? It's kind of bursty, so you don't really break the refraction too fast. Obviously, you have things like
that's fair.
other things coming in, battery assault, rocket flare, snakes, whatever, to kind of break the shield. But I think it's mainly picked as the bristle answer here.
Yeah, actually, that's a really good point. I think a lot of the damage that Mongols have is bursty, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's huge nukes from the park, even from these supports. The damage over time isn't really significant, so these refractions should be quite valued this game.
Yeah, I think also on top of that is they have a like kind of low key minus armor kind of draft going on, right? With the goo, with the pango, the melt. So they will have very early access to Roche if Mongols don't find a way to take it away with snakes. And I think that's something that the heroes on Mongols don't deal too well with, right? Aegis, because you look at their heroes, they're kind of they want to commit, they want to duel, they want to hook in. The shaman has to kind of commit his position to throw spells most of the time.
Yeah. Duel at Aegis target is never gonna feel good because you might get some, you might get an immediate pick off, but then they just reset and get the advantage in that fight anyway. A little bit of a snatch and grab for the Lotus. Kishka able to outclick the TA in that situation.
Tino gonna get pinball.
Oh wow!
A lot.
Casting. Tell me someone saw the Castaway. Don't worry, we were all here and we all saw that happen. Tino absolutely bone dry on mana right now. Can't really pump out any more quills even if he
He
wanted
has
to.
no mango and load of Kishka.
That's the attack.
He has 10 stick charges, he's fine, but this bot lane not looking too hot right now. Neither is every other lane, especially top. Tino has begun the wave cut, has a Lotus, so Tino getting bonked.
Oh, they're actually putting on a lot of damage on the Tino, who has overstepped his bounds and will get punished. That's first blood for Aumku of all people. I didn't expect that at all.
Yeah, a bit of a miscalculation, I want to say, from Tino. Shanks going off to stack and the rune. Thought he could get away with it, but nicely done. And I think that kind of evens up the lane, right? This first blood on more significant gold amount, so won't see much of a net worth gap anymore. Bob misses the face shift, King Bob.
King Bob?
Bob.
Your face shift, King. What the hell?
My face did
Okay,
not
well,
shift properly. It's not my fault.
Yeah, true. Okay, Mongol's timing here. Am I right to assume that it's something like Witchblade, like Blade Mail Blink on LC?
I'll say you can make small moves with Blade Mail eventually. I think the levels on supports are more significant than anything with GG.
Oh, JG, big damage shield immediately gets cut through by that fat melt though. CML still trying to chase down, but as long as they bail Akashi out of this situation, they're fine. Again, CML's only job this game is to get Akashi farming.
They want to pressure. Castaway is stacking up here. I wonder if we'll see him gate, because Akashi is kind of low, and the wave is pretty good for him. Yeah, we will see the clockwork heading down here.
Oh, start with the shackle, cut through the refraction, and Akashi might be in
Oh,
big trouble, but they get
beautiful
GG first! A bit too early, Castaway couldn't connect in time, and now he's under the tower, he's getting beaten up, and he might just get run down. A decent amount of mana still on CML, and Castaway is going to get pushed all the way to the corner of the map. Another melt strike, and Akashi is very happy.
We see the TA versus LC happening. Just eats a melt, half health. A bit too fast on the go, I want to say. They really needed Castaway to be nearer before they even tried that. And it did feel a bit forced. I feel like as long as he got the melt off, it was going to end up in a trade either way.
Yeah, also worth noting that Shanks could have probably TP'd in at any time, but Execration, knowing exactly their limits, they knew that CML could handle it.
CML will get the rune. There's a roll.
Thunder. Lewis of the Thunderbolt moving quick all over Kishka. It will commit to
Dropped the
coil.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe just try to get a return kill onto the Bat Rider, but Bob getting
beautiful
feared. Oh,
dead
what a dead shot! Shanks from downtown. That one was for game number 1, he says. Takes down that park.
Look at the lanes, man. It's not going good for Mongols right now. 2k. Shanks
King Bob, your crown is falling.
stick around mid lane. I would like to see him move down here actually. I think they can contest the wisdom because Castaway is mid, he TP'd, and Bob has no coil.
CML will get spotted out by that river ward.
He's fine.
Nice little flame break. And yeah, they'll be fine.
Level 4 Legion to the level 6 of Akashi.
Yikes, this looks
Oh
like my
my
pubs.
God.
I'm the Legion.
Oh my.
Akashi is just laying into him, man. Like,
It's too easy. It's too easy. Insane last pick. TA Akashi showing why every carry in SCA likes to play this hero right now. Shout out to Jack Boys.
is it a recent thing? Did something change with this hero, or is it
It's
just
just fun.
more of a recent realization?
It's just fun. Strong lane fun. This Mel talent is kind of crazy. The facet.
Yeah.
Castaway does scout out the stacks here. I'm not sure if they can do anything about it though. He threw a rocket flare in. And Tino will be on clearing duty, coil mid lane.
Bob escaping out of trouble, but definitely not having the same amount of impact as you would expect. Lewis having a splendid time here, basically outdoing Bob in terms of CS by about 15. That's a very significant margin.
Man, this is Execration's formula. Every game that I see them do well, they win their safe lane, Tino's farming triangle, and they play around mid to get every rune. This is just the Execration formula, and they have achieved it this game, doing really well in lanes. Very, very well. Look at Puck and LC's network. These heroes are not heroes that recover very easily, you know, they take a lot of time,
Yeah.
especially Legion.
Legion doesn't even have room to recover, just being chased off her own tier 1 tower by the rotation from Lewis. It's a lot of pressure being put out right now on the Mongolz. The question is 343, how do they break out of this formula? Because it feels like Execration are adding up everything they want right now. Is there a solution to this?
Okay, I think number one is you protect your morph, don't let them take the tower, so maybe a gate ward. I think LC is on your own, you are just Legion, there's no way to help you. And I like that Bobby is jungling, leaving space for Shaman to get 6, because the support 6s, oh, hold on, a bit of a
Yeah,
pinball
JG.
roll.
That was honestly a nice little dodge away. It's only possible because of the combination between the phase boots and the wind lace. So he'll have to give up the space in this tower. But yeah, back to your plan. I mean, they're doing first part of it, right? They're leaving JG to dry on his own. They're protecting the Morphling. And is there any move that they can make in the upcoming few minutes, or are they just trying to hang back?
You need support levels, I think. That's like the main thing, and then you go for small kills away from the Legion, preferably, because you going to his TA lane is impossible. He's gonna have traps everywhere. He's probably gonna take your triangle with his traps too. Akashi is
Wait,
untouchable right now.
you want to go away from the Legion? Wouldn't you want to kind of involve the Legion for some of these dual kills, or is it just a gone case?
Nah, LC just needs to recover, I think. I think it's way too hard. Like, he can TP in if he wants, but trying to go to his TA lane means walking into traps, and I think the general rule of Dota is that you want to play in your winning lane. So Morph is the one with net worth, ability to fight once he gets his point in ult as well. And going to LC just means that even if LC gets a kill with you, he'll probably die. Oh,
Yeah,
nice dead
that's
shot.
true.
No, he
There's no
denied
towers
his
as
CML.
Wait, was that a misclick?
No way, that was a miss.
Oh no.
Kashi, they're
Oh.
kind of getting. I don't know if you want to do this.
Yeah, you said you don't really want to run into the TA lane. They've brought 3 members now. Akachi back on the high ground. The TP's coming back in. The Bat Rider was thinking about coming to help his TA, but not needed. Back to farming.
Okay, I think it's different if you get Akashi alone in your triangle. I think that's killable for sure. But I think like if you want his laning and you try to go to him, I think that's tough.
Yeah. Feels like the only way you could get Akashi alone right now is if you ask him out on a date. I mean, he's just...
Will he even say
He's,
yes?
he's not going to... Yeah, he's not even going to say yes. He's too good for you. Do you see his net worth? Do you see his drip?
Busy making the dough.
He's busy making the dough. He ain't got time for any of your shenanigans. He doesn't want a courtship with Legion Commander of all people.
So first move from Execration here. They wanna open up the map. Kishka meanwhile trying to sneak a ward down here. Hopefully it pays off later on. Can also drop snakes on the tier 1 tower bot.
Yeah, try for a trade or something like that, right? I mean, Execration could also come through the Twin Gates, which I guess is what he's watching out
he's
for.
gonna see Akashi getting here. Oh, this is
Oh,
can
hang
be
on.
big.
Was
He
that-
cancelled, he knows. They kind of saw JG angling towards it, I think.
Oh, that was a little bit of a mistake. I mean, you're under vision. You're walking to the right like that. It just gives it away. Akashi, heads up play there. They'll just force the snake drop on the tower.
Zoning in. Nice read by Akashi. Saves his life. Shanks is gonna come down here to try and defend, starts spanking away at the wards. This looks like a giveaway. Goodbye, Mr. Shanks. Oh, why is he TPing now? Okay.
Wait, what? I mean, he had a Lotus in his pocket and he was baiting the whole time. They baited very long and the tower's gonna go down anyway. You can't get cast away, he's TPing out. Bit of a confusing move. I guess they just wanted, in the end, to bring Akashi back down here regardless. So, we're trying to find something where there was really nothing to be found.
It looked like one of those moves where...
Wait, what? Where did Bob die?
Unlucky.
Just caught out in the mid lane by Rolling Thunder,
Yeah, it looks like he had Diffusal too, so probably just chased him down after the orb. And, well, when you're 2k away, 2k net worth ahead of your counterpart, it is hard. And Puck is, oh my god, so susceptible to physical damage. Bob's recovery has not been going too great so far.
Yeah, look, it hasn't even started, I'll be real. He's 4k net worth. What do you mean recovery? It's not begun yet. I don't know what.
He's not down CS wise, right? Like he's like 84 CS. It's just that he has just 2 deaths and it feels impossible to fight any rune. Bobby,
watch your crown, my king.
oh, the first dual kill, is it gonna happen? No.
GG tries to find it, but the hook shot in breaks it all up. They'll find the dual kill onto Akashi. Nice chain of events there, capitalizing on their Morphling TPing in. And the Bob bait was successful. Looked a bit dicey there for a moment, but Mongolz, they're able to make it happen.
Yep, Tino will come to defend the tower, and I think Mongolz should be really happy with that. Now they've opened up the map, they've pulled Bristle away, get a big kill on TN. Morph takes the #1 spot in net worth right now.
It's just weird. I thought at some point in that fight we would see, you know, a Rolling Thunder or something like that to break it up, but I guess just caught a bit too.
It was on cooldown.
Forward. Oh, it wasn't up yet.
Yeah,
okay.
because they killed Puck, right?
Yeah, I thought it was up by then, but yeah, a bit of a misstep there from Execration.
Execration. Angrily barreling down the mid lane. No, we take this tower.
Yeah. You can't deny us. Back here for it. They'll get what they came for initially. The gold lead does get cut down by a flat 2k though, so that's a nice little pickup for
Akashi?
Mongolz. I mean, he has his team.
Goodbye,
Yeah, Kishka's just dead, yeah. Okay, well, Shadow Shaman, deceased. Execration just doing a good job taking control of this map right now.
They are kind of angling towards the bot lane, more pushing out top. Execration still feeling strong even with that little mishap. They will see Akashi down here. Just the Puck and Clock though. So if you notice what they're doing, they're just trying to swap places on the map. Now Puck's going to play in this long lane. This is a very typical move. I think Spirit used to do it the most when you're having a bad game and you're playing this mobile. Ember, Queen, Puck are probably the notably 3 heroes. You just go farm down here. So the whole idea behind it is that you keep the wave shoved out and you're hard to kill. So if you look at Execration heroes, if they want to kill Puck, they need to go far away from the carry or the Legion to kind of deal with this pressure. And you know, Bob's pretty happy being down here anyway.
Yeah. Ooh, the courier being sliced down. No, that was the Witchblade.
Ouch.
Bit unfortunate. High value courier kills happening these games.
I wonder if
Also
we'll see
DKBT, no?
Akashi pick up a shard. I feel like it's super value this game against the heroes
Yeah.
of Mongolz.
Talked about it in the draft as well. Now, finishing up a fresh Desolator. Honestly surprised they haven't just walked into the Roach Pit yet, to be honest with you. Kishka found out in the mid lane, trying to D-ward.
Walking
Gets
somewhere.
killed again. Yeah.
CML still kind of setting up here. JG just dancing around the traps. Cast away. Smoke break duty is gonna... Oh.
Did he just not feel confident? I guess he didn't see the...
I mean, he was
rest of the
alone.
team,
Akashi left after it, so he definitely can die. Even with the shield rune. Healing towers. Okay, this is a bit interesting from Execration. I feel like there's no real need to force tier 2s. I think it's a bit of a waste of time, but look a bit undecided on what they want to do. We will see the smoke come out top, looking for Amku, who reads it nicely to look at what he did. He just swanted and...
Oh, that's smart.
They did have a ward,
Oh,
to be fair.
okay. Well, they didn't, at least they didn't use any major cooldowns for it. Tips come through. Recognition of his carry's genius there. And this game, at least for me, really feels like Mongols have put all their eggs in the Armco basket. Bob, JG, these two components that really brought Mongols that game 1 win didn't really work out. Bot lane, bit of a reveal there. Castaway just trying to
He's
push out the
fine.
wave. Hook shot out to safety.
Oh, he's not.
Very nicely done.
Akashi.
Yeah, Kashi just
Bit
wasn't
of
paying
a
attention.
brain lag there, yeah. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Kishka will go
Oh.
down for the what it feels like 8th time this game.
Passed away on the high ground. Nice dead shot again. I mean, Shanks has been landing these non-stop. A killing spree. Both supports end up going down. Even spot. Ooh, okay, the shot picked up. JG slowed.
Oh no.
Here comes Tino. Angry, angry Tino. Ready to just quill you down. Nakashi will take that kill. So, we talk about Mongols looking to split the map. You know, all our hopes in Aumku and whatnot, it looks to be even further the case. This Morphling is... he's gonna have to do quite a lot of heavy lifting.
This is the real test. We call this the eternal envy test. Because the first time Abed joined Fnatic and we played like Terrorblade, and I remember a game it was just I think he was having like the worst game I've ever seen. This was like really the first series Abed joined in Fnatic, and everyone in the chat was just like the trial of Abed.
Yeah, this is the trial of Aumku right now. They try to sneak away this Roche, but the Bristle comes in. They still get the Aegis on the Morphling, but the immediate
Okay, get
retreat.
the roll.
Thunderbolt can find them. Not fast enough, even with that facet. Clean escape there. Kishka dying for the 800th time now, but it doesn't matter. It's
It
fine.
feels like he's the only one dying, so it's honestly not too bad, you know, considering how the game's going.
Yeah, honestly, I'm looking at the kill score now. It's not the highest kill game. Execration have found mostly the supports, and I mean, yeah, JG's died twice. He's had a rough time, but apart from those early deaths between Bob and JG, they've mostly kept themselves intact.
I will so say though, judging by how this game is going, hold on, they look like they wanna fight here. They know Pango's not around. Bad Rider
gonna
neither.
fight, though.
They can definitely kill Tino.
Do they see JG?
Oh, there
Gonna
it
walk
is.
up, get the duel facing into the Bristleback. What a baller-ass move from the Legion Commander. Hook shot in onto Akashi. They have that second life on the Morphling, feeling confident now.
Luis is coming
Pango is in
in.
here. Oh, CML tried for
CML's
the
dead.
lasso, but doesn't get it onto Bob. CML might just go down. Bob dropping very low, though. Nice press the attack. Phase shift. The punk. Is he gonna escape here? No. Fire burns him down. CML able to get his former
nice
mid laner
silence.
down. But the fight is being broken up in an awkward way. Akashi able to take down Kishka for the 900th time. And the Morphling hasn't been able to connect in terms of his damage. So he just has to TP out.
A little bit of a desperation chase from Mongolz there. I think the Bristle kill was huge, and not getting the TA was acceptable. Just trying to take advantage, Luis.
Oh, they
the
saw
trap.
the Legion. Dodging away. They know where he is. There's only so many places he could have juked. And JG will get slain again. This Legion commander. Look at the net worth on the puck and the LC, man. This is such a stark difference from their game number 1 performance.
Yeah, it's just both games have been about the lanes so far, but I think Mongolz is still not out of this. I feel like it does come to a point in the game where one duel equals one kill, as there are no saves on Execration.
Well, this attempt on the Tino, as we might have to pause that thought for a bit, is awkward to say the least. Here comes CML and Shanks ready to rout them. Silence up, holding Castaway down in place, but the Morphling, he's still feeling strong enough to fight with that second life, especially with Bob backing him up. Shanks forced to pop the Pierce the Veil. They get one kill. Do they look for more here? TP in from JG.
Shanks is in
Mongolz
trouble.
again, what feels like another desperation chase, but coming forward with the duel and the blink, the blade mail, they've got the TA! Killing spree for Aumku. This is the eternal envy test and Aumku. That gyrocopter performance in game number 1 didn't really hit it. But this game number 2, he is putting the team on his back quite a bit here.
Why is Execration fighting without roll, like, constantly? Like, dude, I'm so annoyed, actually.
I don't know. I mean, now Tino's dead as well. Execration.
Kishka's
a
revenge.
Very, very welcome donation. Kishka finally gets revenge. What a poor guy. He's gone down so many times. But that is going to be almost a 3.5k gold change. And I think the most important thing is look at that juicy EXP going back Puck and Morphling's way.
Oh my god, dude, it's happening. I've seen this before. One duel, one kill. When you're not careful with these like drafts you play that have tempo, and you kind of feel away these 1-2 fights, and suddenly this Morph, who has done a really good job of keeping up his net worth the whole game, is online right now and participating.
Yeah, I love that he's gone for the sort of luxury into the Kanda build. I know it's kind of the usual build-up, but a lot of his items, you can tell he's not trying to go super greedy, right? He's not thinking, okay, I want to get Butterfly, I want to get these like super big scale items. He's just getting items that are going to have immediate impact in these fights and allow him to deal the damage that his team needs. It's absolutely paying off right now. Mongolz, they're not out of this just yet, like you mentioned. And, you know, Aumku, he still hasn't died.
Yeah, we talked about the Morph not really being fully addressed in the draft. And it's showing. Man's been farming.
That's true. Yeah, Tormy for his team. Of course, something that Morphlings can solo as long as he's careful with his health. There we go.
A bit of a setup in the bot lane. Onto
What's
the
going
neutral
on here?
camps. Execration are smoking over that. Aegis is expiring soon, so maybe trying to catch up Aumku unaware here, but Tino is the only one showing and has been for the past 1 minute, so Mongols have a pretty good read on this. So you can see where JG has gone to farm. I think they know what is happening.
Yeah, Castaway immediately circles out their entire location, and the presence of the Morph illusion should let you know that the Morph himself is long gone from this area. I mean, even though it's a lot more of an even game now, Execration, they still very much have the tempo, but
Hold up.
they can't really afford to lose any more of these fights, it feels
Setting
like.
up
Oh,
onto
JG,
a
did he get
roll
found?
onto JG, but he's out of there. And TPs and top lane is being pressured, so Execration getting a bit of a taste of their own medicine here. This is just what we saw last game from XA.
Yeah, it just feels so annoying because it's a bit of a difference, right? Execration's draft definitely hitting a bit of a wall here. Tino, he spent most of this game as the Bristleback on his own little island, farming up the eggs, farming up the Sanj. But, you know, funnily enough, he hasn't really... I kind of feel done what he needs to do in this game so far.
What has he done? I feel like nothing's been done, like really. I mean, I think it's not like Tino problem. I feel like they just had issues. I say discipline issues, you know, like I feel like if the Pango is not in the fight, you're not fighting, you know, pretty much.
Yeah.
But there's been like these two fights where they just couldn't get the roll off, and like Lewis wasn't even there, you know. That's like my issue.
It's not even like, Lewis, why didn't you cast the spell? It's like, Lewis is literally not there. Why are you fighting? I think another thing that was a bit of a head scratcher for me is I felt like Execration, as soon as they got that Deso, they could have gotten the Roche, but they just kind of ignored it.
They're kind of running into Execration's vision here, though. I don't know if they want this.
A lot of traps littering the area.
If they
CML can get an
Akashi.
easy grab, but who's grabbing who?
Oh, Akashi's
Bob
caught.
getting bumped around. Akashi is caught now. Amku starting to
The
punch away on the
duel.
TA, and the duel, they find the TA again despite the buybacks. And meanwhile, Bob able to escape back to safety. The chase is on now. They have traps
They
littering
need to
the
get
area
out.
still. But Kishka now with a blink forward, catching the Muerta, and that's going to be a second kill for them. Technically a third if you count the CML buyback. A nice chain of events here for Mongolz as they continue to surge forward on the back of this powerful Morphling.
Man, this game, it's... I want to say slowly, but very quickly falling out of the hands of Execration and into the watery hands of Amku on this Morphling is what it feels like.
Watery hands, that's crazy. But yeah, I mean, he knows what's up. He's building that BKB. He's looking to fight. He's ready to sort of be that man that his team needs. And yeah, JG, it has been a difficult recovery for him back into this game, but he's sort of been in the position that his team needs to, getting those very key duels off, locking down the targets, and like you mentioned, one duel, one kill. They just simply do not have save.
Yeah, it's so brain dead. He just presses duel on this TA every time and like it's literally... Oh,
Well,
about
okay.
brain dead.
Well, we cursed him a little bit there. I don't know what he's
top
doing.
lane too, Akashi. Nope, just little bit of Year of the Snake celebration up here.
Happy Chinese
Oh,
New
Kishka.
Year! Here's a freebie.
Go
Back
ahead.
to the.
Blink?
Oh wait! No. Wait, you're serious? A little bit of a magic trick for you. Happy New Year. What the hell?
Oh, the trap. Oh no, CML
No,
wants
wait,
him.
they
No,
see him.
no, CML's gonna die for this.
Wait, the cluster clock?
CML's dead.
Okay, they get him with the dead shot, but CML is in fact dead, and they TP into the outpost here, so I don't know whether
Luis, I
Execration
don't
still
know if you want
fight.
to go into this, Luis.
It's a 4v5 situation, but Amku, he's so strong right now, but he ends up getting bust down. The control is there. Shanks again with the dead shot. And the Morphling overstepping his bounds there. Tino now, angry and seeing red, ready to punch them down. Bob is able to escape for now, but the dead shot
that's
again.
beautiful.
Shanks, these have been beautiful shots. The gem dropped as well. And just when we thought Mongolz, they were doing a good one there, they just kind of feed on the LC in the bot lane, start running forward, try and perform some theatrics, but they're the ones who disappear, and Akashi's very happy with those.
That's my Murta. Pick Murta, guys. Good hero.
Good hero, indeed.
And XAR.
I mean, good hero if you land the dead shots, which Shanks absolutely has been
He has
nailing.
not missed.
He hasn't.
Mando
he
miss.
really hasn't.
Oh my, speaking of miss,
Oh
Akashi
my goodness.
is...
Dude, what is this game? It's just non-stop people running into Vision where they have no business being.
Akashi's
Getting caught
Revenge
out.
Part 2. Sorry, Kishka's Revenge.
This Kishka. This whole game is actually just Kishka's
Oh
Revenge.
my
Kishka's
God.
Revenge Part 3! Okay, no. Alright. Alright. I thought it was gonna go for the Shackles there for sure.
Alright, LC chooses to go for Aghanim Scepter, so he will have the BKB, or I would say debuff immunity during the duel. Duel is also longer, so more facing this Legion. I think they really need Aegis on XA to even stand a chance of winning this game right now. But we have seen how the Morph Die hold up, Kishka.
Revenge on Kishka.
Death of Kishka,
like,
part
The
9.
Death of Kishka part 542. Seriously. Hookshot in, they still want to take the fight though. Mongolz, they don't need their Shadow Shaman. They're feeling confident. In comes the Morphling, wipes down Shanks in
First
a,
BKB
just
reveal.
one. Yeah, he's BKB
Oh, the
now.
duel!
Here's the duel, and they got Tino. Okay, chasing forward the Morphling.
Cool. He has wave. Can he chase?
Gonna try the blink away back to safety though. Lewis is out of there.
Oh, but
Guesses up onto the high ground, doesn't guess right.
Roshan is up right now. I'm not sure if the teams are aware, but Mongolz does have it up for the taking. They're kind of near. Cool. Oh, the
And
pings
just go
come
in and
out.
grab it again. It's so weird because I feel like this game, you look at the drafts, you're like, yeah, Execration are gonna get all the Roshas. And then both Roshas, they just kind of never step into the pit. They don't feel like they need the second life, but clearly, they need all the help they can get. This Morphling is a major problem.
And about 3 lives right now. Cool. Top of the net worth has the butterfly queued up, and I think once that comes out, it's pretty unkillable. We also see this LC interaction, right? Like, I know Tino went for his SNY, like on paper counter, but this X extends the dual duration and it kind of just evens out, right?
Yeah. A literal duel to the death at that point. You're not going anywhere once you do
110 damage. JG.
Yeah, it's nothing crazy for 30 minutes, but given the start that he had, honestly, the fact that he's still in this game is impressive.
And looks like Mongolz will continue try to impress you. They'll smoke out the roll onto Bob, but his team is coming over.
Yeah, they got Bob though. They just killed Bob.
It's fine.
But-
Execration's revenge. There's the
Is it
duel.
fine
His
though?
team's a little far, but has the Kanda cool. Can he make it in time?
Yeah, they just catch that poor Lewis
Oh, beautiful
Pango, and
cogs.
now they're looking at both supports. Should be very easy kills. The Cogs damage has got to finish one off. Nice blink back away by CML. Are they still going to chase here? No more hook shot.
I just realized how farmed Castaway is. He's dead, right? No way.
Wait, what?
Kishka,
Bros.
he wants his revenge arc. They want the gem so badly.
Wait, Kishka. Oh my god. What are we... Fellas, what are we doing? Now Kishka's getting run down. Wait, both supports
They're
are now in major trouble. Okay, Kishka TP's out. And surely no way Castaway gets out, right? Like, I mean, the Cogs is being a little bit annoying. The rest of his team is nowhere nearby. There's traps right in front of his face. 3-for-3, I feel like this game has just been so random and messy. I feel like people are
We have the
dying.
great escape going on.
It's literally, it's not happening.
You don't understand the problem with SEA. Oh,
Wait, they're still
sorry.
fighting. Like suddenly the calls are here. Like Mongolz, they're like, yeah, you know, we don't have supports anymore, and now Puck just randomly died in the mid lane. But
Do you know the problem
yeah,
with
what's
SEA
going on?
players? Problem with SA players is they do this shit, but they get away with it. They always get away with it. And then they continue to do this ridiculous nonsense.
Speaking from experience of the SEA player itself, right?
You're just too good. You're just better, built different. But you look at it, you know, as a coach or like as a someone like watching, it's like, why the hell did he just do that?
I found myself asking that question one too many times, but this is a move I can get behind. Execration. With a smoke out, trying to take advantage of the staggered respawns. It will break though, but Tino not really the best person on the front lines to stop a blink away. Doesn't matter. Oh, there's the interaction that we were talking about. Kishka going down for his 200.
Is he going down?
No, okay, well, he's fine. He's fine. He's fine. Kishka's alive. Thank goodness.
My god, what a plot twist.
Wait, hold on. Hook shot, Castaways in.
Bob's TPing
They're trying
too.
to fight on the vision that they have here. Bob's TPing
Oh,
in.
it's an
Nice setup.
insane
Jim Clark
fight.
the 2. That is perfect. Both supports down. So that's a lot of your disable out of the picture. And now they hold on to Tino. They kill off Tino.
my god, Kishka!
That's a great initiation. Kishka is still fine.
Kishka is fine, episode 3. Man, this man.
Kishka, dude, we're on like season 12, episode 46 of Kishka dies, but we're only on only on episode 3 of Kishka is fine.
Oh my god, alright. Run it down, says Mongolz. Akashi kinda looked
get
in
it.
here, but what can he really do? Maybe we're gonna try and poke at the wave a bit. Try to salvage something here. He will try, but
Ooh.
reflexes of a cobra. Sorry, I had brain fart. What's a fast animal?
Cobra's pretty good, yeah. It's not a brain fart, that's a good one. Reflexes of a snake, maybe. Happy Year of the Snake. Happy Chinese New Year, everybody.
Not yet, man. Wait for the China calls.
Okay, my bad, sorry. No, but if it's China calls, it's not Chinese New Year yet because they will take a break. Oh, catch up here at the top lane. Kishka's revenge.
Oh, the
Kishka's
glimmer!
fine. Wait, he dies.
Wait, where's the foul
then
frame?
I think it just
A
got
hook
up through,
right
to be
in the
honest with you.
middle
JG
of the 3 pins.
Wait, JG still finds the kill onto Lewis. TP's up there. I mean, they know that without the bristleback, it's a bit hard for Execration to put up any sort of defense. So Amku's just hammering away here while the rest of them are just flying around the map. And oh, nice Manta! Amku, he started on them. This was the test for him. And I would say he's passed with flying colors.
So far, so good, man. King Amku. Just showing why we first picked Morphling overall. I am water. Bruce Lee would be proud.
That's true. That's true. Do you think when Bruce Lee was a famous movie icon and martial art icon, he thought, you know, I can't wait to inspire the next generation of Dota2
Of
talent.
Morphling players.
Of Morphling players. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was all part of the plan.
Bob, little poke,
Jump
nice
up here.
coil.
Bob's reached the point where he's so annoying and Tino getting caught again. You can farm all you want on the bristleback, but it's not gonna matter as JG just duels you to the death. Now Lewis, he's trying to find the kill on the LC here, but a little bit of fancy footwork still will go down. It doesn't matter though, because the rest of your team is just getting flattened. Perfect performance here from this Morphling, only dying once. 14, 1, and 7. They'll finally get lasso back into
There's
the
the
fountain,
lasso
but
counter.
there is the cluster club. 2 lasso counters on one team. You can't do a thing on this Bat Rider. That's gonna be mega creeps. They will buy back on Execration, trying their very best at the last moments here to salvage the game. But with a 22k gold lead, I don't think it's possible. This Morphling is just a bit too strong.
Yes, satanic flying out. My god, this Amku. Yeah, probably won't even reach in time. Meanwhile, Bob just having fun. He's like, what's up, XA? Long time no see.
Long time no see indeed, and they won't be seeing any more of them, at least in the upper bracket if they're not able to defend. Still 20 seconds without Akashi.
Bob?
Will silence up the puck though. Bob able to face shift, and Amku, yeah, he means business. Ready to punch them down.
Oh my God,
Lewis
the
is
damage.
dropping like a fly. GG is called, and Execration will be shot out of the upper bracket by some of their former players. What a nice performance from Mongolz despite that tough early game.
Goddamn. And
God damn.